Hey, how's it going?
Hey, it's pretty good. How are you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. I see you're looking at our new styles that we got there.
Yeah, I have a pair on right now, but I don't really know anything about them. These actually really drew my eye.
Yeah, this is actually done by one of our local artists here.
Oh, nice.
Do you know much about them?
No, not at all.
Here, why don't you check them out?
Basically, to get to this point is they take an electronic file and we print it onto our special printers that we have here that print it on this paper. And then before we can start pressing and make it look cool is basically we have to marry a paper blank with a slipper blank. It's pretty self-explanatory. Is the borders here should match up to the boarding on top of the slipper. You just want to check to make sure you have the right orientation, obviously as well. But basically, all you're going to do is normally you want to clean the slipper first, because any debris left on top of it when you go to print is that you flick off that piece of debris and it's white underneath. This design is not going to transfer into that. So you just got to make sure you clean the slipper and you clean the design. And then basically all you're going to do is flip, is eyeball it. It should be pretty close to the design all the way around. And what you're going to do is flip one side with your staplers. You're just going to put 3 staples. And preferably when you do the staples is you try not to staple the actual slipper, because when we get further in the process it'll make sense. Is if you staple to the slipper, it's harder for the person removing the slippers from the boarding to take it off. And you gotta remember, this thing is hot when they're handling it, so the longer you gotta touch it to handle it, the more your fingers are cooking in that process. So basically is you put 3 staples. So then you're done, and then you just stop and you'll be ready to move on to the next one. Okay, so the press is set at 400 degrees. The slippers, all the different color fuse things have different times. Metal's a minute and a half. Masonite on this press is a minute and a half as well. The slippers though is 45 seconds, so we have to drop the time. Temperature stays the same, but the temperature, the dwell time is shorter. So we just have to set the press to 45 seconds. Okay, so we just open the press. And before we do anything, we need a cover sheet for the bottom. And then we're going to put our slippers on, and then we need another cover sheet for the top. The top of the press is the hot part. While this part does get hot, is the heat mainly comes from the lid. Yeah, so we take our slippers. And this press is big enough that we can do 2 pairs at a time. So we just put them in side by side. Then we put another cover. Make sure it's nice and centered. The top sheet I always make bigger than the bottom sheet, just because when you move the press, sometimes it takes the paper with it. So by making the top sheet longer than the bottom one, I can hold it and keep the paper in place while the lid's moving. Okay, so this one, if you just close the lid, and then there's a button on both sides that will actuate the bottom, actually rises up to the lid. So it's a hydraulic press. It's kind of like a big panini baker, so to speak. So this push it'll count down 45 seconds, and at the end of the 45 seconds, the bottom will drop. So it's not still directly pressed up against the heat source, but you still have to move the lid and then you take out. So once it hits the time expires, it will run to the rest of it. The bottom drop, and the bottom drops is I hold the sheet here and then I just open it, and then that way the sheet doesn't drag off. Because sometimes when the top sheet drags, it drags the slippers right off the shoe. Yeah. So pick it up. I grab both slippers, and then I'll come here, and then this is where we talk about the not stapling the slippers. Because what I gotta do is, this is hot, so I gotta peel this and pull it off. So if this is stapled to the slipper and this is stinking hot, it creates problems. Yeah. So basically, just try to do it and go deep for speed, and then now we're ready for the next step. Okay, so just came out of the press. Normally we would do it almost instantaneously because the hotter the slipper, the easier the slipper is to work with. So the straps are set up. There's a definite right side and left side. So just gotta make sure. And sometimes we gotta check the straps because they come from overseas. Sometimes they're all mixed up, so you gotta check. And these new skinny straps, unlike the other ones that say small, medium, or large on it, is these only have numbers on them.
Okay.
So unless you know what those numbers mean, you're never gonna decipher what size is what. So basically, you take your hand tool, has a beak here, basically that just receives the strap. Okay, so basically when we use the hand version, this is a little lever that we use to open the beak. So basically, go through this blang is you push on the lever to open the beak, put your strap in, and then what you're going to do is you have to pull this through, but you can't just pull it through because the slipper is pliable. So basically, you're going to use your hands to support the back of the hole, and then you're just going to pull through and just straighten. And you want to make sure that the point is facing forward. Otherwise, if it's backwards, then your straps are going to be all jacked up, and then those are limited editions. So basically, you're going to do the same thing for the side. But on the side is you want to make sure that the little nub is pointing out the side, because it'll help you with alignment later. Is the more you plan before you pull the strap through, the less adjusting you gotta do later. Okay, so it's gonna pull through. We're gonna do the second pull, same facing the side. And we're just gonna pull through. See, now if you had it facing the other way, your strap would be all the way over like that. Yeah. See, and doesn't look as appealing. So the more setup you do ahead of time means less adjusting you gotta do to make it look right. Yeah, so this is your right side. You're gonna do the same thing with the left. Okay, so straps through. Just gonna kind of make them nice so the people at the stores don't complain. And basically, every single pair that we do has an insole tag. Okay, you're blocking my shot. Okay, so the tag goes on the right side of the right strap every time. So right side, right slipper. Then we're gonna take. I think I would have been prepared. Then you take this one. Standalone strap, bind the slippers together, and you are golden. Yay!
Why is this not working?